Hello, welcome back to episode 7 of It's Game Week. I have Nilesh bhai with me again. Why did we have to not record it yesterday? अगर कल record करते ना, I didn't have to talk about Real Madrid losing about with Leipzig. But it was a decent match. Nilesh bhai, hello, what's up?
All good, Vamsi. What's up? Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali to everyone who's listening to us. It's been a quite a hectic week, football blended with festival, cleaning your house and then making sure you find time to watch the game, or not even time, you find the energy to watch the game, and then make sure that you retain some parts of the game in your head so that you can talk about it in the podcast later.
It was so difficult. मतलब, there were so many
Yeah.
games. We had 2 EPL game days. I think
Yeah.
one half Champions League and one La Liga. It was a lot.
Exactly. There's so many football games within a week. So many things happen. Imagine Steven Gerrard got sacked as
Yes.
the Villa manager. Unai Emery is back.
Good evening. He's
Good
back.
evening. I mean, so the entire world. Within a week, everything changes. I mean,
True.
within a week, where Gabriel Jesus was being touted as the closest contender to being the Golden Boot winner, behind Erling Haaland, and now after a sad game against
Southampton.
he's been considered as a flop. So just a week, and
Things can
so which
change
game
like
do we
that
start
in
on?
football. Forest.
Let's
Yes.
Forest.
I appreciate their win.
Yes. Oh, what a game! What a game! It was a really good game. And the goal scorer. The goal scorer was part of Liverpool's academy.
Oh, is it? I had no
You
idea.
know, that's so. That's how sweet the victory must have been for Nottingham Forest supporters. That an ex-Liverpool academy graduate, or not even academy graduate, or academy player, scored the winning goal against Liverpool, and it's a historic moment. And they have won 2 games this season. Nottingham Forest have won 2 games.
2
this
games.
season.
Yeah.
And both the games they won by 1-0, both at home. And overall, it was very good. It was a very good game. Liverpool could have won the game in the last 10 to 10 minutes, but Dean Henderson was wearing, I think, not the cap, the crown, I guess. He was making saves like a king.
Okay.
He was awesome. And the frustration on Jurgen Klopp's face was so palpable. It was so evident. I think Liverpool will struggle to make it a top 4 this season.
Okay. So what is going wrong with them? Like one game week, they are defeating the title contenders, City, or probably the team which are on a really high right now. They played well. So, and next game week they are losing to a team that's on 20th place, literally.
Oh, so if you look at the way Liverpool versus City the game went, Liverpool changed gears the moment Man City's first goal was disallowed. Right, the moment City's game was disallowed, Liverpool sat back and they started hitting on counters. Right? They stopped playing. It's like अब हम तुमको काउंटर पे मारेंगे.
Right.
But Nottingham Forest वाले गेम में क्या था कि the onus of playing the game was on Liverpool first, and second, after the onus being on them, they did not have good fit midfielders. Imagine, what's his name, Thiago Alcantara was out with an ear infection.
Oh.
I mean, you're an elite athlete, आपको कान में infection हो गया है.
होता होगा, but I don't know. I never heard that. Yeah.
I mean, कान में infection, यार कान तो साफ रखा करो यार तुम अपने. Don't share your fucking earpods or whatever you wear.
Yeah.
थूक मत लगाओ उसमें यार अगर नहीं चिपकता तो.
It's sad. I mean, they are still so much dependent on Milner. And I think he is the one who is actually giving those few positive things that they have.
Trust me, at 37, I'm saying it again. If you ever want to be an athlete in any sport, James
Mm,
Milner is the person you need to follow. I
mm.
mean, elite man. भाई वैसा athlete होना चाहिए.
He's still very good, sir. I know 37, but
Hmm.
uh, we don't talk as much about
In fact, even
defenders.
in
Nobody
fact,
talks about non-attackers who are not
the,
that old.
and the saddest part is that I don't even think the Liverpool players or the Liverpool manager talk enough about James Milner. Neither the media talks enough about James
Yeah,
Milner.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
Somehow
even
very in the shadow.
half of and 90% of the pundits, if they ever had a career as good as James Milner,
Hmm.
right? They would not end up being fucking pundits,
Hmm.
right? So that is that is what it is.
Sad thing.
Uh,
Yeah.
yep.
It was very hard to because Klopp puts out his emotions always in a post-match conference. It was very hard to watch. It was very not hard, but it was just sad to watch Klopp saying that they're not doing well, and I don't know. Do
Klopp
you think it
felt
might be his?
dejected.
It might be his last season, the seventh season curse.
I don't know. I think the seventh season curse is just a lot of coincidence happening together. First,
Yeah.
and secondly is that I think he will see this season through. I
Mhm.
think Klopp has got enough credit in the bank uh, that it he might go on for another season after this, and
Mm.
there'll still not be any questions asked, because
Exactly.
imagine that manage Jurgen Klopp, told that within 5 years we'll be winning a title, and they won a title within 5 years.
Exactly.
One,
Yes. Mhm.
they won a title after 30 years. They
Mm.
won the first Premier League, and Jurgen Klopp is the manager. I mean, he's like a demigod in Liverpool.
I think he
So
should be as well. The way he um
I think he has
basically
transformed the
groomed,
football club.
yeah,
Yeah,
groomed Liverpool is like outstanding.
exactly.
Like since 2018 or 19, yeah, 20,
2016, 2016, 2017.
yeah, they came up. They
Mm,
were like really good since 2018. That's the season I think they finished third,
exactly. Yeah.
right? City, United, and Liverpool finished third.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho's
Jose Mourinho's season.
that famous press
Yeah,
conference where he said that finishing second with this United team against that City team, you
exactly.
know
Yeah.
is an
And Liverpool,
overachievement.
Liverpool were completely breathing down their neck in the last few games, and
Exactly.
I don't know how he pulled that off, but it was a good season for United actually.
Yep.
Okay, talking of United, do you think they're doing well? They drew against Chelsea, and previous to that, they won against Spurs. Spurs were doing Spurs. So I was
Fuck
talking to
Spurs.
one of my United fans, and he was actually saying that we were playing the way that we play is because Spurs let us play like that. Kante ball, I'm not a big fan, but I mean, no credit taking away, nothing taking away from United, but I think Spurs was also bad that game.
I think when I saw both the games, and
Mhm.
so against the in the game against Spurs, the problem what Spurs what not the problem, it's a characteristic of Spurs, is that they sit too deep
Mm,
within their own half, and they
yes,
don't press the ball, they don't press, or they don't even counter press, they don't do
yes.
anything, they
Mm.
just hope for the ball to fall to any one of the midfielders, and they just loft it long towards
Mm.
Kane or Son, right?
That
That's a
that
simple
seemed
game.
very evident since the new manager.
Yeah,
Very like, okay, what are they doing?
yeah, the only thing is that people will not blatantly point the finger at Antonio Conte, because he is a proven world class manager, and if that was Steve Bruce doing it, and he would have been
Mm.
crucified next to Jesus,
Yes.
right? Huh? Not Gabriel Jesus, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
actual Jesus. Yeah. um Now, in the game against Spurs, United had a lot of space to play the way they wanted to play. They could play those one-touch passes in short spaces, form their triangles, and play their
Yes.
methodical football. Against Chelsea, uh, Chelsea tried to press them. If you see the game against Chelsea, right, the first half both the teams were awful. I feel Chelsea. I think in the
I
game
watched
against
that.
Chelsea, first half Chelsea was awful. Manchester United was okay.
Y-
They were
Yeah,
creating chances.
they were just a better
Uh,
team, just
exactly. But in
by
the
a
second
very small
half,
margin.
yeah. But in the second half, Chelsea pushed through, and I think that penalty was a penalty. Was a penalty on
Yeah,
Scott McTominay,
yeah, oh, it was
and
definitely.
trust me, I was so glad it was Scott McTominay who gave away penalty, because the penalty, because always I feel that he's one person who gets away with murder.
Hmm.
Yeah, he does
McTominay.
anything. Yeah, Scott McTominay. Yeah, he's the most ugly looking footballer. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the ugliest footballer I've seen.
Mm,
By the way he looks, the
mm,
shirt he wears, that's
mm,
Manchester United.
mm,
The kind of football he plays, he's ugly.
mm.
And he fouled Broja, and they got a penalty.
Mm.
But as I said, the goal Casemiro scored was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Casemiro really stepped up in these two games.
he's coming into his form now. I
He
think
is,
I
right?
started seeing Casemiro playing some blind passes, where
Yeah.
he knows, he has the
Mm,
picture in his mind, and he just plays the passes, like how he used to do it when he was in his
mm.
Real Madrid days.
Yes, yes, yes. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't know when he signed that. I thought it was a worse signing. It would not fit in. But I think uh trust in Ten Hag. I think he's actually doing really well. I like that he's making those strong decisions against Ronaldo or anybody for that matter. I don't want to talk a lot about it, but what do you think? Because it was all over the internet. It completely overshadowed the win that United has got against Spurs. Ronaldo walking
Cristiano
down.
Cristiano Ronaldo knows what he's doing,
Oh yeah,
because he is
very
Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah.
Huh?
Mm,
He knows the moment, even if he turns his butt cheek even by half, and
mm.
passes a fart, people in Old Trafford go so.
That'll be in the news. That'll be in the
That'll
news.
be so. वो
But
रोनाल्डो है, वो कुछ भी
Eric
कर
took
सकता है.
charge. Eric took charge of it. He was not there in the squad, Chelsea game
You
squad.
know what? If Eric would have actually taken charge, he would have booted Cristiano Ronaldo
Hmm.
back. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo out long time back.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's all right. So he was part of Eric's plans before the season started.
I
I mean,
think Eric
not when
has
pre-season, pre-season.
Ten Hag. I feel Ten Hag has handled it very poorly from the day one.
Really?
Yeah, I feel he has handled it very poorly. He should see, when you're a new manager, right? Let's say you are
Mm,
you get into a new job, you get into a new company, you leave whatever your company you are in right now and join some other company.
mm,
And the moment you get into that company, the first thing what you get to know is you've got some crappy code to debug and
mm,
fix some issue. What you'll do is, first thing यार इसको हटाओ, मैं scratch से लिख देता हूँ, छोटा functionality है.
mm,
हाँ, मैं इसको बना देता हूँ फिर से. हाँ,
mm.
that's what logical thing, what you would do.
Right, right.
Eric Ten
Mm.
Hag should have done that. He should have just cleared the deadwood out. He's like, क्या जरूरत है मेरे को यार.
But
हाँ,
मुझे लगता है कि because of there's a lot of media, there's a lot of board backing, and every player also were in that scenario कि नहीं रोनाल्डो के against कुछ नहीं. So I feel like थोड़ा time
it's
लिया,
mostly the ex
एक
players, I
chance
feel.
दिया. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you
it's
should have
mostly.
watched Roy Keane going mad against Gary Neville. Gary Neville was like Ronaldo should probably go to other team if he wants to be the top player. If he wants to be at a better club, a good club, a top club, he should accept that he's a 30-minute player now. So so Roy Keane was completely furious in that. He was like, listen to me, listen to me.
Yeah,
He
I
scored a
heard
hat trick
that.
against Spurs last year. But see, that's not the point entirely, right? He is a
Yeah,
legend that nobody would deny. It's a lot about the mentality, and I think it's
and it's
totally
about the
fine.
collective.
Yeah, I think it's the media which will also kind of hype it so much
Yeah,
that it's very bad that he walked away. But see, when you see, it was very hard for me also to watch because he was a role model for many young players, and many people
exactly.
will actually see now and learn a lot from him. They still do.
Yes,
Now, doing something like that when you know you are that you have that kind of influence on so many people, like he did that celebration where he closed his eyes. I don't know what that's called and stuff. We had so many reels on Instagram. We had so many children doing
yeah,
that celebration and stuff. See, that's the amount of influence that he puts right away. अब वो
exactly.
आदमी ऐसे करेगा तो it's not a great thing so to watch.
Yeah, even he knows, because
Yeah,
see, if it's
yeah,
only Cristiano Ronaldo, it's clickbait.
yeah.
It's Manchester United, it's clickbait. If it's Cristiano Ronaldo plus Manchester United against fucking Spurs, it is clickbait Maximus Pro,
Mm,
whatever. I don't know.
Ultra Pro Max.
Ultra, yeah, Ultra Pro Max.
Mm,
So each his
but yeah,
own. I feel
yes.
the other day I just had a dream that Cristiano Ronaldo has joined Arsenal, and I was like, what the fuck?
There are
अब
rumors
ये
that he might go to Chelsea.
he can go wherever he wants. Don't come to Arsenal.
You think
Don't We
Arsenal
don't
is
want
very
you. No, the ship on which he was supposed to sailed long back in 2002 when he
good?
chose Manchester United over Arsenal.
Mm,
Yeah, that
yeah.
that those days are gone. Oh, Tata, bye bye. You might have been a very good player. You're 37. I don't want you. Bye.
I just hope he gets a decent World Cup and a
He should not
good
retire,
ending.
maybe.
A good ending, it's very hard. It reminded me of
Or you want
Batman.
people to give him blowjob on the pitch.
नहीं, मुझे बस थोड़े ऐसे से मिल जाए, गोल करे, थोड़े बहुत पोर्चुगल
यार
थोड़ा बहुत आगे बढ़े, और
यार
कुछ नहीं
लियोनेल मेसी
चाहिए.
के नंबर देखा इस साल?
वो देखा मैंने.
हाँ, he's got some 41 goals in some 50 matches this year.
Really?
Yeah,
41 goals?
41 goal
Goal involvement,
involvements.
like okay,
Yeah.
goals plus
He's
assists.
on
So
30 goals or some assists or some 11 assists.
oh, okay. That's actually a lot. Haven't followed, but
लेकिन वो बात अलग है, वो
कहाँ खेल
लीगा
रहा है
में
वो?
खेलता है, वो
हाँ.
PSG में खेलता है. He's got Neymar and Mbappe with him.
Yeah,
हाँ.
I
And
was
imagine Cristiano Ronaldo, he's playing in Manchester with Rashford and Martial and Sancho.
सही में यार, कौन है यहाँ साथ में? और एक वो एंथनी है. They paid 80 million for his left foot. My friend was saying, I was not
Yeah.
watching the Chelsea match. So he apparently, I watched the highlights later. So he missed a very easy shot. Uh,
Oh
so
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And the worst thing about Anthony, right? He does this. He picks up his left foot, and then
Mm.
he just dangles it over the ball, like
Yeah.
this, like
Every
this,
single
like
time.
this. He
Yeah,
does this.
yeah.
Imagine I am sitting somewhat 5,000, 10,000 kilometers away from Old Trafford. Okay, I just get pissed off sitting in my room
Mm,
looking at
mm,
his dangling foot.
mm.
Imagine a player just in front of him. उसका टांग तोड़ देगा यार किसी दिन, कोई ना कोई मेरे को पक्का. If he comes up against Stoke City or Burnley in
Mm,
some FA Cup draw, हाँ,
mm, mm.
वो जो होता है ना, a cold
Yes,
Wednesday night
yes.
in Stoke, हाँ,
Mm.
कोई तो पक्का उसका टांग तोड़ेगा, मैं पक्का बता रहा हूँ. हाँ, उसका लेफ्ट टांग तो कोई पक्का तोड़ देगा.
लेफ्ट टंग दौड़े तो वो खत्म ही हो जाएगा सर. मतलब
हाँ,
एल्मिरॉन
और
भी
क्या.
ऐसे ही है वैसे.
हम्म,
एल्मिरॉन इज आल्सो वेरी स्ट्रांग लेफ्ट फुटेड. जैसे मैं आपसे कह रहा था, आई एम
हम्म,
अपकमिंग न्यूकासल फैन. तो
हम्म.
ऑयल फॉर लाइफ, तो वो
I think
देख
this
रहा
this is
था.
a, this is a good segue into the next match.
यस.
Spurs versus Newcastle.
ओ यस.
Did you see the match?
आई सॉ द मैच. न्यूकासल के मैचेस मैं मिस नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
Ah,
तो
nice.
मैं न्यूकासल के मैचेस देख रहा हूँ.
You're a
जस्ट
paid viewer.
यस, जस्ट
Not that
फैन
you
ऑफ ट्रिपियर.
not that you pay, but you get paid to watch.
One of the many.
Hmm.
But हाँ, upcoming.
But you wouldn't mind, right, if someone give you money to watch matches,
ओ व्हाई
Newcastle
वुड आई,
matches?
मतलब क्यों मना कर? नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल
Hey,
नहीं. मैं
thousand dollar
कोई भी
thousand
मैच
dollars
देख लूंगा
watch.
मैं. कोई भी मैच देख लूंगा. वैसे ही मतलब मजा तो आता ही है. वेरी रेयर यू हैव लाइक वन और टू आउट ऑफ 10 गेम्स दैट दे आर बोरिंग फुटबॉल में.
Yeah.
तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. अगर आप स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हो तो बता दो.
No, you should have called that Saudi Arabian prince or whatever was.
Yes, so Newcastle in top 4. What are your thoughts? I mean, Spurs का तो मैं there's no point in talking to Spurs about Spurs. I feel
Newcastle make it to top 6, I guess.
they will. Mhm.
I see they don't have Europe. Okay, huh?
They don't have Europe.
They don't have Europe.
Do they have?
Most of
They don't have that big of a squad depth as well. But I'm a big fan of Eddie
exactly.
Howe. Eddie
So
Howe is actually
they don't have they don't have Europe. More apart from their Brazilian core, like Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, like these two guys, right? Apart from this, Kieran Trippier, no other players are going to World Cup. So he will have his squad to himself.
Right.
Right. अब कौन शॉन लॉन्गस्टाफ और इन लोगों को कौन लेके जाएगा इंग्लैंड के लिए खेलने? हाँ.
Yes.
जोंजो शेल्वी यार, हाँ, वो सस्ता जॉनी सिंस.
Apparently, it's their best start in 10 years, like a decade. Newcastle's
Bro,
best start.
94 के बाद वो पहली बार टॉप 4 में आए हैं.
सही 94 के बाद. Oh.
जो वो उसके बाद जो वो सीजन उन्होंने लीग जीता था, आई थिंक. नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं, ब्लैकबर्न ने जीता था उस साल.
मतलब रफली 30 साल हो गए.
हाँ, उसके बाद पहली बार टॉप 4 में आए लोग.
Steve Bruce was the coach, no? Before Eddie Howe took over.
Yes. Steve Bruce के पहले वो था, क्या नाम है उसका, रफा.
Yeah. They spent good amount of money, and the point is सब कर रहे हैं. Forrest भी signing करिए. But the point is how the coach is actually using the players.
Exactly, and I think Eddie Howe is a good coach. But I don't know if he is that coach who would, take them from somewhere in mid-level, mid-table finishes, propel them to top 6 and then top 4. आर्टेटा के बारे में किसी को भी नहीं पता है. हाँ, बड़ो खींचतान के ले जा रहा है ना. हाँ, players अगर तुम्हारी बात सुन रहे हैं, you're getting a message across.
Yes.
And those players are playing for you. You don't need anything else.
That is all you need. I feel like ये अगर ले गया तो फिर he might actually get a top club position next year or so, because Liverpool हो या फिर something might change. Chelsea कहीं भी हो सकता है.
I think he should just stick to Newcastle, and if he ever gets fired, he should look towards the England job, become the England's manager. Right. I like Eddie Howe as a manager. I'll tell you that there's a thing about the reason why I like English managers is because they are not valued enough in their own league. Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche was a manager of Burnley for 7 years. He kept them in the league for 7 years.
Right.
There are teams in the Premier League right now who are in very bad state, but none of them are talking to Sean Dyche.
Correct.
Aston Villa could have spoken to Sean Dyche, but नहीं, वो गए स्पेन से वैम्पायर को उठा के ले गया है.
स्टीवन जेरार्ड भी तो इंग्लिश मैनेजर ही था.
नहीं, स्टीवन जेरार्ड इंग्लिश मैनेजर है, लेकिन स्टीवन जेरार्ड के साथ एक बैगेज आता है ना कि वो लिवरपूल का ग्रेट प्लेयर था.
यस.
शॉन डाइच प्लेयर, एवरेज प्लेयर था. एडी हाउ एवरेज प्लेयर था. ग्रैम पॉटर एवरेज प्लेयर था.
यार हमेशा ऐसे ही होता है ना, मतलब who is a player who is an average player becomes a better coach.
Exactly. You know why? Because that it is something about, it teaches something you about life. It teaches you something about life as well. People who don't make it to the very top as a player know, they very well know what to do to make it to top, but they do not have it within themselves. So they can, they transmit that passionately to other people. True. Or they know how it needs to be done, which was never done to them.
Right. I think this is very true in everything of life. मतलब कहीं भी कोई भी profession हो. Yes.
So imagine Jose Mourinho was never a football player. He never kicked a ball.
Pep हो या फिर
नहीं, Pep तो भाई बार्सिलोना का प्लेयर था यार वो.
हाँ, मतलब I didn't watch him play, but was he like super good on top?
He was a very good footballer.
Oh, he
Pep.
was okay.
Yeah, he played in the moderately successful Barcelona teams of early
Okay.
90s, and he was coached by Johan Cruyff
Mm.
in early 90s. So
Mm.
he had this footballing institution like head in him from a very long
Okay.
time.
Mm.
But Jose Mourinho and all these people like Steve Bruce, for
Mm.
example, like
Uh,
Steve Bruce um, was was a okay was a good great defender for Manchester United.
right.
Hmm?
Mm.
He went on to become a manager. I don't know how many clubs did he manage, but the worst part is that he never got a top job
Mm.
because he knew only one way of playing. I think that's why
Right.
Sean Dyche is also not being pulled, because उनको भी लगता है कि यार Sean Dyche पीछे back four park the bus करके खेलेंगे.
Right.
अब किसी को park the bus करके खेलना नहीं है apart from
Mm.
Spurs.
Mm.
You know what?
Makes sense.
You should always get in a dig on Spurs whenever you can.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, so I was watching something on Instagram, and I have a line about Spurs. Gareth Bale's trophyless season after leaving Spurs was when he joined Spurs back on loan again.
Exactly. Yes.
Uh, so what a guy. I used to like him a lot.
Yeah.
क्या इंड में टट्टी कर दिया उसने एकदम मतलब हग दिया you I mean yeah it's a little deviating off the topic. I don't want to do that, but you cannot disrespect your club and
एक
expect
मिनट एक मिनट
uh-huh
एक मिनट. Yeah, we'll have to
I
pause.
bolo
We'll have to
I'll
pause.
pause. Yeah, resumed. So
Yep.
yeah, I was saying Gareth Gale was a good player, and you cannot, deviating from the topic again, but yeah, you cannot disrespect a club and expect, and especially a club like Real Madrid, the fans जिंदा जला देंगे if you say against anything. I mean,
Yeah, passion.
they can do anything. They can say anything about Benzema
वो तो
against
वो
Ronaldo.
तो क्लब है.
But
उन्हीं का तो क्लब है.
player नहीं कर सकता. Yeah, I think it's fair. Nobody
Yeah,
is
yeah.
bigger than the club.
Exactly. I think if
Mm.
क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो भी ये बात समझ जाए तो उसको जल्दी. Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about so last PL game which we'll discuss is Southampton v Arsenal.
Mm-hmm. How did they do? What
Uh,
was the scoreline?
it was a draw game, one each.
Ooh,
Yeah.
true. Okay. Mm.
Granit Xhaka scored another screamer
Oh
from edge of the
yes,
box.
I saw that goal.
Yeah, and Southampton scored. So in the first half, we played outstanding football.
Uh-huh.
We actually blew them away with the football, but we just couldn't convert. We
Mm.
didn't convert the chances. And in between the first half, they made a tactical switch. They moved from 4 at the back to 3 at the back, and that actually stifled us. And we could not convert the chances. And the second half, they came back and they scored a very good goal.
Mm.
Southampton actually scored a very good goal,
Mm.
and we
Who
did we
scored
did
it?
we it was Armstrong.
Armstrong, right? Yeah.
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 And so there were two things which was very palpable in the game. One was that Arsenal does not have the depth to you know fight
Yes.
on multiple
Mm.
fronts, like your
Right.
League Cup, FA Cup,
Mm. Europa.
Europe, and Premier League.
Mm.
स्कॉट डेप्थ नहीं है. जब तक जनवरी में कुछ ऐड नहीं करेंगे तब तक कुछ नहीं होने वाला.
Mm.
और दूसरी बात कि आई थिंक the teams have have figured out how Arsenal are you know are setting up.
Right.
So they've figured it out. So I think थोड़ा tactical tweak भी करना पड़ेगा. I
Mm.
think it's time for Granit Xhaka to come back to the base and let
Right.
maybe Thomas Partey to go ahead. But
Mm.
it was all in all not, I would not say disappointing, but it was on a
Mm.
I mean, it was an okay match. We should have got a penalty decision
Mm.
in exact, like you saw what Scott McTominay did to Amanda Broha in the Chelsea
Yes.
United game.
Yes.
Exactly the same thing the Southampton defender did on Gabriel Jesus, and we did not get a penalty.
War again?
Yeah, they did. VAR did not even check. Yeah, they're not
It's
even. They
very
were not
weird.
even bothered. Pricks.
Shit. Also, yeah, that's just sad.
But the most important thing is that we did not lose. It was a draw match. We still have a 2-point gap. So we play Nottingham Forest next. Then we play Chelsea, and then we play Nottingham Forest at home. We play Chelsea away, and then play Wolves away. 3 games before the World Cup. City play Leicester. They play 2 other not one of the conventional big sixes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we will go into the World Cup on top of the table. I hope.
On top, yeah.
On top of the table. Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, as you said, if you get some reinforcements in January, I'm actually positive now that Arsenal can actually give a decent fight for City, like how it happened.
I was watching the City versus Dortmund game yesterday, Champions League, and I was watching the way City was playing, where Matt Hummels, the old Bayern Munich defender, who's now playing for Dortmund. So the thing, what I feel is that you play your football at Dortmund and you win your trophies at Bayern Munich.
True.
that is what happens with most of the players who play in that league.
True.
Or basically who have played for both the clubs. So City were trying to play and Dortmund were not allowing them to play, and I was thinking that अगर हम Dortmund की तरह खेलें सिटी के मैच के अगेंस्ट में, I mean like when we play City, अगर हम Dortmund की तरह खेलें तो हम सिटी से जीत सकते हैं. अगर नहीं भी जीते
कैसे खेल रहे थे Dortmund? I haven't watched any of the matches where City drew or lost.
तो Dortmund बंकर बना के बैक फोर अरे पार्क द बस करके हिटिंग ऑन काउंटर्स,
लाइक लिवरपूल की तरह.
एग्जैक्टली. और मैट हमल्स और उनका एक और कोई सेंट्रल डिफेंडर था, उसने अर्लिंग हालैंड को दबा दिया था. और फिर कमेंटेटर जानते हो, मैं आर्सेनल के बारे में सोच रहा था, और फिर कमेंटेटर बोलता है कि बोरुसिया डॉर्टमंड पिछले 8 बार, the last time they won against an English opponent was in 2014, right? Yeah, and then in the group stage of Champions League, the last time Borussia Dortmund won against an English opponent was in 2014, and then the commentator took a pause. And when he took a pause, मेरे दिमाग में आर्सेनल ही होगा, जिसको हराया होगा. And then the comment, it was against Arsenal. like कोई भी रैंडम रिकॉर्ड बनाना है, आर्सेनल को दे दो. Crazy.
Makes sense. अरे और एक और वो देख रहा था, Almiron is playing really good, right? Newcastle. So Grealish, in one of his videos with Bernardo Silva, he said that Riyad Mahrez played like Almiron, and oh gosh, that has since that backfired against Grealish.
Exactly. I think Almiron has got 5 goals in 6 games, or 5 goals in 5 games, and Grealish has got like 1 goal in I don't know how many ever games he has played, but he hasn't scored.
नहीं, Grealish बस अपने calves train करता है, पता नहीं और क्या करता है. Yes, coming back to Champions League, we have a Barcelona decider going on right now. Inter versus Victoria.
What's the score?
It's 0-0 right now. If Inter wins,
draw, अगर Inter जीत गया
तो बारसा आउट है. And I think 12 बजे वो गेम भी शुरू होगा, Barca versus Bayern. Basically, Bayern has the opportunity of kicking Barcelona out, like I think 3 times. This might be the 3rd time.
You saw Thomas Muller's Instagram story?
Yes, I did.
Hey Leva, we are coming for you.
Yeah, देखा.
You know what? It
It's
just reminded me of, bunch of uh, um, bunch of 20-24-year-old boys going to Thailand for the first time. And they have a friend वहाँ थाईलैंड में बैंकॉक में पूरा सेटिंग करके रखा
सेटिंग
है.
करेगा.
ब्रो आ रहा हूँ मैं. हाँ ये देखो 20 रंग के कॉन्डम ले लिया मैंने. ब्रो आ रहा हूँ. हाँ?
Uh,
हाँ?
it's पता नहीं क्या होगा, but I think Xavi is not the manager that Barca need to have right now, especially in this
I,
revival phase.
they need to stick to one guy.
You think so?
Give him
But
some
I
time.
don't think Xavi is the guy though.
I say I don't have an opinion on it because I do not watch Barcelona closely, and moreover, uh, the thing is the thing with Barcelona is that the moment football players think that Real Madrid and Barcelona is a pinnacle of football,
Mm.
it must have been at some point of time, but it's not
Mm.
now.
It's not, definitely not.
Huh? I don't know why people are so crazy for playing for Barcelona. एक बार मैं बार्सिलोना का शर्ट पहनना चाहता हूँ. ठीक है यार.
It's all the legacy that has been built up since their childhood.
हाँ, I mean ठीक है. I mean कुछ लोगों को होता होगा, हमारे लिए नहीं है.
ठीक है. हाँ, तो coming to Real Madrid, they played against Sevilla in La Liga, and it was a good game, very good game. Game was really good. Like first half, Sevilla were all over, and Real tried to defend.
Was it home
And
or away?
I think it was away.
Hmm.
And then kya hua? Valverde scored this. I mean, there were 3 goals disallowed by VAR. 3.
Hmm.
And Valverde scored this, his usual screamer. And fun fact, Ancelotti said that Valverde scored in practice, and it hit this guy Mariano Diaz, and he had a concussion.
Wow.
So
Wow.
he's at that level of power. And we already know, like Ancelotti said, that if Valverde doesn't score 10 goals this season, I'm gonna tear up my coaching license. And he's already at 7. So he was September's La Liga Player of the Month. I think he will be this season, this month again. He's just Modric are
Insane.
just insane, like just mind blowing. It was great to watch this thing, sir. So Casillas was giving the award to Courtois, and Zidane and Modric gave the Ballon d'Or to Benzema.
Yeah.
It was a great sighting. मतलब मजा आ गया देख के. Yeah. So again, we lost yesterday. If we had recorded yesterday, मुझे शायद बात करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. So we lost yesterday against the German team, Leipzig.
Leipzig.
Yeah, I
Christopher
think.
Nkunku.
Oh yeah, he is the Madrid target. I think that is the positive
He's
of the
going to
game.
Chelsea. He's
He's
going to
going to
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Done again.
Yes.
He
Secret
Okay.
medical हो गया है उसका.
हो गया. So yeah, so that I thought that was a positive. जो अभी वो भी नहीं है. But I think at the some of the other time, like we were unbeaten since like a long time. Like what I think in 6 months, Real Madrid were unbeaten. So we got yesterday. Injuries had to get us at some point or the other. Benzema was out, Modric was out, and Valverde was out. So it was basically a hard game. Rudiger started. I mean, there was some experimenting that was happening. Rudiger started at left back, and in half an hour, Ancelotti realized that is a mistake and हटा दिया उसको वहाँ से. He came back, played as
center back.
CB. Yeah, CB again. Yeah, I think. I mean, basically, decide हो चुका है कि we are going to round of 16. It's about finishing the top or not. Yeah. So it's not a big differential because of the injuries. I think it's a decent. Some positives is Asensio. Asensio is actually, he was sidelined for a long time, like Hazard. And I think, in my opinion, he got same number of opportunities as Hazard. He used those opportunities, and he started yesterday's game actually against Leipzig. It was pretty good. I think he was the best player on the pitch for Real yesterday. He is coming back, and he didn't want to leave basically in the last window when Real wanted to sell him along with other like Gareth Bale or Isco and all. So he didn't want to leave. He wanted to play for Madrid. And I think he is making a place for himself right now, which I think Hazard should do. He got the opportunity yesterday, and he nearly got pre-assist. Vinicius couldn't finish that, but हाँ Hazard चल रहा है उसका, but हाँ थोड़ा और मेहनत करे तो.
तुम्हें क्या लगता है, आई मीन तुम्हें क्या लगता है, मतलब whom do you want in round of 16
Where with
in Champions League? Against whom do you want to play round of 16?
I don't know what are the chances. I don't know probabilities क्या है, but रियल को ना ऐसे थोड़ा अच्छा क्लब ही मिलना चाहिए. मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा लाइट क्लब मिल गया तो फिर वो खेलेंगे नहीं. मतलब आई एम स्कैर्ड विद व्हेन रियल इज प्लेइंग ए छोटा क्लब देन अ बिग क्लब. मुझे
मकाबा
भरोसा रहता है.
शरीफ.
हाँ
मकाबा शरीफ.
हाँ ऐसे टीम मिलेगा तो फिर पता नहीं, मतलब हार भी सकते हैं सर. मतलब इट्स वेरी, कभी कभी तो डर लगता है मुझे कि नहीं
Yeah,
बड़ा क्लब ही दे दो. बिकॉज द लास्ट सीजन वी प्लेड चेल्सी, पीएसजी, सिटी, लिवरपूल.
yeah,
दे वेर आर नॉकआउट गेम्स. तो
yeah.
वो लेवल का, मतलब एंड लास्ट सीजन कोई एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं कर रहा था कि रियल जीतेगी. मतलब वी वर लाइक स्ट्रगलिंग टू विन ला लीगा.
Hmm.
या बट या वो चल रहा है रियल का. यस.
Nice, nice.
एंड या वी कैन रैप इट अप विथ the last point I was thinking. Unai Emery back in Premier League. He left Villarreal and Gerrard sacked. क्या लगता है आपको? I think it'll be a good
That's a
evening.
good appointment.
Mm.
That's a good
And they
appointment. I
won
tweeted
4-0.
my,
Aston Villa won 4-0 after that.
या वो होता है, वो स्टीवन जेरार्ड ना अपने घर में बैठ के ना
Mm.
ऐसा गाली दे रहा होगा ना
Mm.
एक एक गोल स्कोरर को.
Mm.
हाँ कि सारे चूतिया तुम लोग क्या कर रहे थे
Mm.
जब मैं बोल रहा था खेलने के लिए, तो तुम्हारी मती मारी गई थी. हाँ,
हाँ,
वो तो एक बात हुआ. दूसरी बात ये है कि
इतना अच्छा क्यों खेल रहे हो? खेल लो, जीतो
इतना,
1-0 टाइप.
हाँ 4 गोल मार दिया. हाँ, इसके पहले तुम्हारे गोल के लाल गोल मारने के लाले पड़े हुए थे. हाँ, तो आई थिंक it's always that manager sacking everyone
Why,
would have
why,
got.
why is that? They मतलब मैनेजर सैक होते ही usually, मतलब most of the teams play well the next game बिना मैनेजर के भी. Feel like
तुम्हारे घर में भी
they're
होता
so
है.
free.
अबे जिस दिन तुम्हारी मम्मी तुम्हारे पापा को डांटती है उस दिन तुम्हारी भी गांठ फटती है कि नहीं यार, आज भैंचोद आज मेरी भी लग जाएगी. हाँ, चुपचाप पढ़ाई कर लेता हूँ मैं.
uh,
हाँ,
uh,
इट हैपेंस, इट्स बेसिक ह्यूमन नेचर.
right. No,
हाँ,
मतलब it's so nice to see it like directly translating in football.
हाँ. इमेजिन, और ये भी होता है कि जैसे so usually what happens is in Indian education system classes happen in pair, like 9th 10th एक साथ बच्चे पढ़ते हैं. जो 9th में तुम्हारा क्लासमेट होता है तुम्हारा 10th में भी क्लासमेट होता है.
Right.
हाँ, फिर 10th में स्ट्रीम चेंज हो जाता है, फिर 11th में तुम्हारे नए क्लासमेट बनते हैं, फिर 11th 12th तुम एक साथ करते हो.
Mm,
हाँ, कभी कभी वो रेयर होता है कि 12th में एक नई लड़की आ जाती है. हाँ,
mm,
तो क्या
mm.
होता है 11th में सबको सबका सब कुछ सेट हो जाता है. हाँ,
हाँ,
किसको
हाँ.
किसको मारना है, किसी को गर्लफ्रेंड है, और 12th में सब
Mm,
कुछ हारमोनियस हो जाता है.
mm,
हालांकि 12th में जब कोई नई नई लड़की आ जाती है तो कैसे
mm.
सब कुछ, वो संतुलन कैसे बिगड़ जाता है कि भैंचो तो इसको
Right.
कौन, हाँ कौन
Right,
तड़े,
right,
किसकी
right, right.
गर्लफ्रेंड है. हाँ, दिस व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन अ न्यू मैनेजर कम्स. हाँ, जो हार्मनी होता है ना वो बिगड़ जाता है. बोला
Mm,
सबको इम्प्रेस करना है अब.
mm,
हाँ, एवरीवन
mm.
हैज टू इम्प्रेस.
Right.
सो दैट हैपेंस. आई थिंक यूनाई एमरी विल बी अ डिसेंट मैनेजर. टॉप 10 तक ले जाएगा एस्टन विला को खींच तान के.
Mm.
हाँ,
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
हाँ. I've got two more things before we wrap up.
Right.
One, there's a Netflix documentary coming out on FIFA,
Oh,
and that
yes.
is 9th of November, just a couple of weeks before the World Cup starts. I mean, that is incredible timing by Netflix. I'm
I
just
saw that.
surprised कि फीफा ने कभी उंगली नहीं उठाया इस चीज को लेके. आई मीन उसमें,
नेटफ्लिक्स बहुत मेहनत कर रहा है वापस आने के लिए सीन में.
आई मीन कैसे कोई, उसमें साफ साफ लिखा है कि फीफा ये फीफा वो, कतार का
राइट.
वर्ल्ड कप साला पूरा स्कैंडल है. हाँ,
हम्म.
लेकिन कतार वर्ल्ड कप के जस्ट 2 हफ्ते पहले नेटफ्लिक्स पे पूरी दुनिया बैठ के फीफा का नंगा नाच देखेगी. हाँ.
यस वी शुड सी. कल ही मेरा फ्रेंड ग्रुप पे भेजा था. तो मैं कह रहा था कि इंडिया में आएगा, तो ही वाज लाइक व्हेन डिड दैट एवर स्टॉप अस फ्रॉम वाचिंग सच शोज। कहीं भी
एग्जैक्टली।
कैसे भी देख लेंगे, कहीं भी आ रहा हो
हाँ,
तो मैंने कहा हाँ बात
पायरेट
तो
भी
सही
जिंदा
है।
है, सॉरी ऐसे
हाँ।
बोलना नहीं चाहिए बट हाँ। हाँ,
कहीं
हाँ,
भी
और
देख लेंगे।
and the second thing is that though this is a football podcast, but we need to mention King Kohli.
ओ यस,
India
चियर्स।
versus Pakistan. Cheers.
अरे भाई सभी
हाँ,
मेंशन कर रहे हैं तो क्यों ना हम, मतलब एवरीबॉडी
हाँ,
वेयर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, एवरीबॉडी।
exactly. Everywhere.
ओ व्हाट अ
Uh,
मैच सर, व्हाट अ मैच,
it was a,
व्हाट अ
it was a
मैच।
great match. I think Arshdeep set the tone of the match. You
फर्स्ट
know,
बॉल।
वो फर्स्ट सेकंड बॉल में जब उसने उसने मेरे को तो प्लेयर के नाम भी नहीं पता है, पाकिस्तान के फुटबॉलर बोल रहा हूँ, क्रिकेटर्स के। हाँ,
बाबर आजम।
हाँ,
और
जो भी है।
दूसरा कौन था यार, पता नहीं क्या है, भूल गया
हाँ,
मैं भी। रिजवान।
अम,
रिजवान उनका कीपर।
सब भाईचारे में। बट इट वाज अ रियली गुड मैच, आई मीन आई
यस,
रियली लाइक।
मजा आ गया, मजा आ गया।
हाँ, मेरे को ना वो विराट कोहली जब खेल रहा था ना, मेरे को ना उसके अंदर ना वो वो ऑनरी का वो स्ट्रीक दिखा। हाँ, देयर वर
हम्म।
गेम्स इन विच लाइक पूरा गेम डेड है। हाँ, अब हार गई
हम्म।
आर्सेनल। आई
राइट।
रिमेम्बर बैक इन द डे, और वो
हम्म।
बॉल उठाता था अपने अपने पेनल्टी बॉक्स से, और
हम्म।
जाके दूसरे पेनल्टी बॉक्स में गोल मार के आता था। हाँ,
हम्म।
वो विराट कोहली के अंदर वो स्ट्रीक दिखा मेरे को। एंड ट्रस्ट मी, हैट्स ऑफ यार, हैट्स ऑफ, ट्रस्ट मी, हैट्स
मतलब
ऑफ।
what he is going through since the past 2 or 3 years, it's commendable। मतलब इतना, the way he is in the public and इतना करके भी, that mental strength which people talk about and ज्ञान देते हैं, मतलब वो रखना और बड़ी बात है than जो बोलना अलग बात है, but it's
एग्जैक्टली,
just
उस देखो, he's 33, 34. At that age he has so much money that his next 7 generations would never have to even,
हंड्रेड
lift their
परसेंट
finger. He
हंड्रेड
could
परसेंट
just simply quit and go into oblivion. Huh?
राइट।
But he is, running the hard yards, doing the hard work.
या
He feels committed.
that's what that hard work and commitment is like very commendable, outstanding।
Yep.
but what a match, what a match। कंट्रोवर्सीज
चलो,
पता नहीं कहाँ कंट्रोवर्सीज थे, पर ठीक है, मतलब इट्स नॉट लाइक क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एक महीने बाद सब भूल जाते हैं, डजंट
एक
मैटर।
महीने बाद, 2 दिन बाद भूल जाते हैं।
भूल जाते हैं, या ट्रू ट्रू,
हाँ,
एग्रीड एग्रीड।
एग्जैक्टली।
चलो, अगले वीकेंड शुरू करते हैं। बार्सिलोना हार रही, बार्सिलोना को यूरोपा में देखेंगे अगले वीकेंड।
ना, ना, बार्सिलोना को यूरोपा में भी नहीं देखेंगे, उनको बाहर करेंगे।
बार्सिलोना, यूनाइटेड, यूनाइटेड अगर शायद सेकंड फिनिश करती है ग्रुप में, आई थिंक
Then they have to
देयर,
play a qualifier. So they have to
या
play a qualifier with the third place team in Champions League group stage.
oh yeah, so वही the lineup is like बारसा है, यूवेंटस है, and I think I don't know और कौन गया है, एटलेटिको है, so I think तीन तो ये जानता हूँ मैं। तो
हाँ, सो
ऐसा सीन है।
तो यूरोपा लीग के ग्रुप स्टेजेस में जो फर्स्ट पहुंचता है
हम्म।
वो ऑटोमेटिकली क्वालिफाई कर जाता
क्वालिफाई
है।
होता है, यस।
हाँ, अगर नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ 16 के लिए
करेक्ट।
यूरोपा लीग के जो जो सेकंड पहुंचता है, दैट टीम प्लेज अगेंस्ट द थर्ड प्लेस
थर्ड प्लेस
टीम इन
चैंपियंस लीग।
चैंपियंस लीग।
राइट।
हाँ, यानी कि लूजर्स गेट अनदर चांस टू प्रूव देमसेल्व्स दैट दे आर मच बिगर लूजर्स। हाँ,
ओके।
मैं बता रहा हूँ,
आर्सेनल कैसा
बार्सिलोना
कर रही है ग्रुप में, मतलब कहाँ पे है?
they are top of the group. They'll qualify. I mean,
ओके
they'll qualify as top of the group.
ओके, कूल कूल कूल
They'll
कूल।
play 2 matches less.
हम्म।
Hmm.
सही है सही है।
They're playing PSV Eindhoven tomorrow,
हम्म।
10:15.
राइट। चलो फिर, लेट्स रैप
Chalo.
इट। ग्रेट
Yep.
एपिसोड, थैंक यू एवरीवन।
Bye bye
बॉय।
everyone. Bye bye.
टाटा।